Here's a quick look at what's coming up on Style TV. You voted and the results are in. Stay tuned for a behind-the-scenes look at what's hot in Lake Sumter. It's the 2013 Hot Issue. And Style TV takes you on a fun tour of Mount Dora, what to do, where to eat, and how to get around town in style. Stepping Out for Education was a hit once again, and Style TV's social team is there with all the highlights and reaction. Plus, this month, Style TV is on location at Ocala Eye in the Villages to get a behind-the-scenes look at the modern advancements that are making precision eye surgery possible like never before. All this and more coming your way on the first edition of Style TV with your host, Tori Petrie.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of Style TV. I'm your host, Tori Petrie. We welcome our viewers from across Central Florida. Each month, the Style TV crew travels to a new location to showcase our show sponsors. This month, we're here at Ocala Eye in the Villages. In just a few minutes, we'll take you behind the scenes here to meet some of the doctors that are changing lives and show you the modern technology that makes it all possible. But first, our cover story. This month, it's all about what's hot in Lake and Sumter counties. It's the annual Style Magazine Hot Issue. Join our production team on site at Acres Media as they give you an inside look at what it takes for the August Hot Issue to come together, from concept to cover. Here's the story.
Every issue begins with a simple idea. Great idea can come from anywhere. Sketching is the only way to really bring out and work through those ideas quickly. And you tend to draw them out really roughly at first, and what begins as an idea, that's the easy part. Then it goes into the process of turning an idea into a reality.
When we get the entire team together, everybody's really excited to see the concept come to life, because through the sketch, we're all able to visualize what the outcome should be.
For the Hot Issue this year, we wanted to be bold, using a beautiful model, and light her on fire. Doesn't get any simpler than that.
We take a lot of pride in the fact that we are a positive representation of Lake and Sumter County. We always want to profile the faces and places and what's best about Lake and Sumter County, what makes this area a wonderful place to work and live and play. I think what a lot of people don't realize is the fact that it takes months and months of conceptualizing and brainstorming just to put an issue together. We're scheduling photo shoots 3 months in advance. We're planning out our stories. We actually have our editorial calendar scheduled out for the entire year. So there's a lot of planning that goes behind the scenes in putting together a magazine.
If you want to see this year's hot list for yourself, be sure to pick up a copy of the August Hot Issue of Style Magazine. It's Dancing with the Stars Lake County Style. Last month, 8 local celebrities put on their own version of the hit ABC show as they took the stage dancing the foxtrot, cha-cha, rumba, swing, and tango, all in the name of education. It was a packed house at the Lake Reception Center in Mount Dora on Saturday, July 27th for an evening of fine dining and great fun as these local dancing amateurs paired up with professionals in a contest of dancing elimination. Each local dancer received just 20 hours of dancing instruction prior to the big event that benefited the Lake County Educational Foundation. In Sumter County, more than 24 businesses were on display last month in the Villages at the Show Me the Money Expo. The event was held at the waterfront inn and gave businesses an opportunity to showcase their products and services, meet with potential suppliers, and network with customers, all alongside beautiful Lake Sumter. And if you were around for the July 4th holiday, there was no shortage of things to do with the family. In Leesburg, crowds flocked to Venetian Gardens for the city's annual event. Festivities included face painting, live music, plenty of food, and even an obstacle course for the kids. In Groveland, the South Lake 4th of July Festival took place at Lake David Park. Locals enjoyed lots of food, family fun, and country music featuring artists like Jason Michael Carroll.
To be able to come out here and watch country fans actually have a great time, but also, stick it out through a rainstorm because they know what's coming, it's going to be great.
And it wouldn't be a proper 4th celebration without the annual fireworks show lighting up the sky. They say that football is a game of inches. But in the world of modern eye care, it is fractions of a millimeter that make all the difference. So this month, Style TV goes behind the scenes at Ocala Eye, looking at the people, the facilities, and the modern technology that makes precision eye care an everyday reality for so many people, like Frank Mistretta. Here's his story.
Frank Mistretta of Ocala started noticing minor vision problems shortly after he retired from the police force in New York City and moved to Florida.
I started noticing as I was driving at night, things just started to get a little blurrier.
That's because Frank actually had cataracts but didn't realize it. It's a condition that occurs gradually over several years, and most people don't realize they have cataracts until their vision becomes so poor that normal everyday activities like reading or watching TV become a challenge. That's when Frank decided to call Ocala Eye.
That is indeed what happened to Frank. He slowly experienced an erosion of his vision so that he couldn't see road signs quickly enough, and he couldn't see to enjoy all the things he liked doing. How's it been going?
Okay, Dr. J.
It was then that Frank learned about cataract procedures and how simple and painless they had become in recent years, thanks to new technology.
He explained everything to me, how the procedure was going to work, how long it was going to take, and everything he said was right on the money.
When we do the cataract surgery, we're taking out the human lens, which is cloudy, and replacing it with a new artificial lens implant. That artificial lens implant is custom created for each patient.
Today, using technology like the IOL Master, doctors at Ocala Eye are able to measure the eye for depth to within fractions of a millimeter, so lens implants can be sized more precisely. Also, wavefront aberrometry testing determines how light interacts with the eye.
Over the last 10 years, we've made a lot of progress in our cataract surgery, and we have ways to make measurements of the eye that help us to select a lens implant that will give a given patient the best visual outcome.
For the first time ever, for example, we are able to look deep into the back of the eye and gauge the health and the condition of the macula.
Collectively, this data helps doctors properly plan for surgery. New advancements allow surgeons to make more accurate incisions during the procedure, improving outcomes for the patient.
When we saw what this technology can do, our response was, how did we ever survive without this technology before?
After the cataract is removed and during surgery, we're able to take measurements inside the eye before we put the implant in. So we have one more check on the accuracy of the implant that we didn't have before.
Better accuracy means better vision. And in Frank's case, the results were obvious immediately after the procedure.
Born again with my sight. You know, it's unbelievable. And painless. I couldn't believe when I walked out with my wife, and she said, "How you feeling?" I said, "You know, I didn't feel anything." When I went home, I took the eye patch off, and I saw the difference right away.
People are sometimes astonished at how well they can see colors again.
I see just as good now as I did when I was in my 20s, which I think is fantastic. He gave me another life.
And thanks to advanced preoperative testing, the entire team of cataract doctors at Ocala Eye are producing results like Frank's every day.
Don't go away, Style TV will be right back.
If you're looking for quality health care in the Villages area of Lake and Sumter counties, visit Monroe Regional Medical Center in the Oaks at 138th. Here you can see physicians from Monroe Heart, Monroe Orthopedics, Monroe Surgical, and other specialties, including Monroe Movement Disorders and dementia. Nearby golf cart paths also provide easy access from the Villages and Stonecrest communities. Visit Monroe Regional Medical Center in the Oaks at 138th. Call 352-351-7200.
As kids, when we'd fall and scratch up our hands and knees, Mom and Dad would always say, "Put ice on it." As we age, health decisions just aren't that simple. Fortunately, sometimes the best answer is still the same. Put ice on it. Only this ice, the Institute of Cardiovascular Excellence, is the premier healthcare resource in the state of Florida. So, put ice on it. You'll feel better.
Social Style is brought to you by Alani Medical Spa.
Earlier in the show, we showed you Lake County's own version of Dancing with the Stars. Now, Style TV's Social Style takes you inside Stepping Out for Education to show you who's who at July's main social event. Here's Tina Morrison.
We're here at Lake Receptions with the hottest ticket in town, Stepping Out for Education, an annual event that benefits the Educational Foundation. And tonight, we're going to be talking with some of the key players that have helped make this the must-attend event of the year. Rachel, tell me what your favorite dance to perform and to practice was.
Depended on the day, but I would probably say salsa. It was the most tricks and teamwork.
Stephanie, tell me what your favorite part was in preparing for tonight.
My favorite part was the all-you-can-eat buffet that my instructor promised me when this is over.
2 months of practice with my partner Bruce, who's an awesome teacher, and trying to calm my nerves and just learning some of the dance steps. And I have the utmost respect for professional dancers because it's a lot harder to do even the simplest moves.
And of course, the highlight of the evening was when dancers took the floor for a 4-dance competition. Carmen, tell me a little bit of the ins and outs of what goes into making this such a huge success year after year.
Tina, it is our celebrity dancers. These people volunteer their time and they train for 20 hours with professional ballroom instructors, and they put their nerves aside, put their egos aside, and they come out and work for the teachers and students in Lake County.
It was another successful year here for Stepping Out for Education. For more on this incredible event, make sure you check us out on LakeandSumterStyle.com. And for Style TV, I'm your social correspondent, Tina Morrison.
To catch up on all the hot events in Lake and Sumter counties, be sure to pick up this month's issue of Lake and Sumter Style. Now for an amazing story out of Marion County, where one man refused to give up hope on finding a cure for a painful, life-threatening condition. Paul Dion knew he was running out of time, but nobody seemed to know how to help until one very unlikely encounter. Here's his story.
Just try to line up for this hole over here.
Paul Dion, a golf pro from Ocala, has spent many days on the green. He operated a golf school where he taught and lived out his passion.
Hit that ball.
One day he began feeling extreme pain in both of his legs and soon learned he was facing a debilitating disease.
For about 2 or 3 years, it just got worse and worse, and I started looking at doctors.
He scoured the country to find a doctor with a cure, but unfortunately found no answers. Along with his passion, his determination to regain the use of his legs persisted.
I got to get better and get on a golf course, do what I do best.
Dion was told the main artery in his heart was blocked nearly 90%. And when every physician turned to amputation, Paul seemed to be running out of options.
And I says, you're not going to cut me. Nobody's going to cut me unless I let him do it. But I will not live without my legs.
After hearing from other physicians about an amazing doctor in Florida, Paul just happened to pick up a local magazine one day.
I was flipping through pages in the Style magazine, and I opened that page, and I saw that face. I says, this is it. That's the guy.
Dr. Asid Kumar is a licensed physician at the Institute of Cardiovascular Excellence in Ocala, Florida. From the moment he met Paul, he knew there was a solution.
There is definitely hope. I think if you treat your patients well, if you tell them that you really care about them, you love them, because I believe from the Hippocratic Oath that you should love your patients, I think the results will be good.
And the results were good. 2 heart stents and 15 surgeries later, Paul Dion is now on the road to recovery and feeling better every day.
There's only one calmer in this world. I just want to say thank you to what he did to me. You know, he's making a difference in my life already.
For Style TV, I'm Mark Rice.
A mainstay in the historic town of Mount Dora, Pizza More has developed a loyal following with its patrons. Bon Appetit correspondent Jana Wheeler shows us what makes this local eatery stand out.
Bon Appetit is brought to you by KDK Gourmet Kitchen Products.
I'm Jana Wheeler with Style TV's Bon Appetit.
Tonight we're here at Pizza More, where people have come out to support a great cause, listen to some live music, and enjoy some tasty pizza. Let's go see what's going on. Great pizza and a relaxed atmosphere are a perfect combination for a perfect pizzeria. How many times in the past month have you been to Pizza More?
In the past month, we usually go every week on Thursdays.
So have you ever tasted pizza this delicious?
Never. Never.
Do you love tomatoes too?
I love tomatoes.
The quality of the pizza here comes directly from the love that goes into each and every pie.
My passion for cooking is everywhere. I go home, I go on vacation, I want to cook, and my mom's trying to tell me to go sit down. I enjoy cooking.
Hi, how are you? This love can be found not only in their food, but also in their philosophy. What's going on tonight that's going to make it such a big deal for everyone to come?
Well, first, tonight is our 5th year anniversary, our 5th year party celebration. And every year that we celebrate our birthday, one of our big things that we do is give back to the community that gives to us. So it's a birthday bash and benefit. This year's recipient is Friends of the Donnelly House, which is our neighbor right down the street.
A quick stop at Pizza More is enough to discover the charm that makes this venue so popular. And did you love it?
Love it.
Oh, good. So
Love
you'll be
it.
back.
Absolutely.
How much did you weigh when you first came in here?
181 pounds.
Nice. How much do you weigh now?
184 pounds. It was 3 pounds of pizza.
You might not know this, but amore actually means love. One of the owners, Lee Love, will be the first to tell you that it's present in everything they do. And that's why so many people love to eat here. For Style TV's Bon Appetit, I'm Jana Wheeler. To learn more about this Mount Dora gym, check out this month's issue of Lake and Sumter Style.
We'll be right back with more in just 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
When it comes to real estate in the Mount Dora, Eustis, and Tavares areas of Lake County, Pierce Realty is the #1 choice. Denise and Larry Pierce know the market inside out and have personally sold and closed over $1 million in real estate since 2000.
Our home buying experience with Pierce Realty was easy and professional. We'd recommend them to anybody. Not only professionally, they've become our friend.
If you're in the market to buy or sell, contact Pierce Realty today.
The Salon Professional Academy.
Are you looking for a new career that's always in demand? At the Salon Professional Academy in the Villages, our educators teach you the technical and business skills you need to start a rewarding and respected career. Complete your cosmetology program in 9 short months. Financial aid is available to those who qualify. Call today to get started and change your life.
The Salon Professional Academy. From New York to your world.
Style TV is brought to you by Ocala Eye. Visit OcalaEye.com to find out why so many people are saying, Ocala Eye looks out for me.
Welcome back. You probably won't find any mountains in Central Florida, but did you know that early Florida settlers actually thought one Florida city sat on a mountaintop? City correspondent Nico Tan gives us a look at the sights and sounds of Lake County's very own Mount Dora.
Tucked away in the heart of Lake County lies Mount Dora, a small town known for its love of arts, crafts, window shopping, and peaceful lakes. And with so much to do here, I thought it would be best to take the streets with a new set of wheels, but probably not the wheels you were thinking of.
Welcome to Segway.
Hello, I'm Nico Tan from Lake Style TV.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have you ever ridden a Segway before?
No, sir.
Well, you want to give it a try?
Let's segue to the Segways.
Okay.
Tours with Segways of Central Florida is widely considered the #1 tourist attraction in Mount Dora.
So people come to Mount Dora, they'll take a Segway ride, then they go eat at a restaurant, they go shopping downtown. Let's have you do some figure eights around these cones.
Now, how fast can these things go?
This will go 12.5 miles an hour at full speed.
After I got a quick overview of how to use this Segway apparatus,
and we go everywhere in red,
and how not to get lost in the city, I was ready to hit downtown with my new toy. Here we go, Mount Dora. So while you have to admit that these Segways are pretty cool, there's a lot more to the city of Mount Dora that we can catch on foot. It's places like the Goblin Market, where for 17 years they have provided the area with fresh salads and exquisite sandwiches, in an atmosphere that will feel like you're dining inside Snow White's personal cottage. It's also places like the lakeside restaurant of Pisces Rising, where casual dining meets fine dining, the Caribbean cuisine of Key West meets the Cajun stylings of New Orleans, and your eyes meet the essence that is Lake Dora right outside the porch. So whether you're looking downtown for a bite to eat, touring the city on a Segway, or looking to take a stroll with your family on one of these beautiful lakeside trails, the small town charm of Mount Dora can't be found anywhere else in Central Florida. For Style TV, I'm Nico Tan.
Want to know which presidents and other famous guests have visited Mount Dora? Well, check out our city series at lakeandsumterstyle.com. If you live in the Villages, there's a good chance you're enjoying an active retirement. But for most seniors, regular activity also comes with occasional aches and pains and even a few nagging injuries. That's where you can find Monroe Regional's new medical center, not the one in Ocala, the Oaks at 138th.
I sort of balk at surgery.
Today, the patient is Thomas Martin, a bowler who recently was experiencing pain in his left knee.
I've always been active. I love to bowl, and I wasn't able to do it.
But instead of making the long drive to Monroe Regional in Ocala, Thomas, a Stonecrest Summerfield resident, made an appointment with Dr. Sajpal at Monroe Regional in the Oaks at 138th, where he received Monroe's award-winning health care at a facility much closer to home.
There's a couple people that have stayed 2 days.
After a few days of instruction and no surgery, the pain was gone.
Yeah, and it's so much convenient for the people here instead of going all the way to Ocala.
But your patella or kneecap are fine.
Anything you need done, your pre-test, your blood test, you can get everything done.
Thomas can now bowl pain-free thanks to one of Monroe's newest physicians. Welcome Dr. Sajpal, a board-certified orthopedic specialist in sports medicine surgery.
Well, I think this area is unique in that it's a population of individuals who want to remain active. Their goal is to enjoy their quality of life and not just to remain sedentary.
If you don't find Dr. Sajpal inside his new top-of-the-line facility, it's likely you'll find him on the sidelines. He serves as team doctor for the Ocala Stampede, a semi-pro soccer club in Marion County.
I like seeing people getting back to doing what they enjoy, remaining active, and I think this gives me the opportunity to help in that. You know, everybody wants to stay active, everyone wants to enjoy their quality of life. I don't do a lot of things that deals with life and death. I deal with people's quality of life.
And in his short time at the Oaks, Dr. Sajpal has already helped people like Thomas get back on their feet so they can return to doing what they love.
And I've got the greatest of faith in the good man.
For Style TV, I'm Mark Rice.
If you're a fan of the Food Network, you may have recognized a few familiar faces last month at a cooking class in Leesburg. Norm Davis and Zane Begg, owners of The Sweet Life, put on a hands-on cake decorating clinic at the Leesburg Center for the Arts on Saturday, July 13th.
Anybody who come in, they can learn a lot into the limited time, and they think that they did something really good, and they enjoyed it. And this is like a fun classes. It's not like an intense classes that you put a lot of effort into it. This is just so much fun.
The class lasted most of the morning, and attendees walked away with some trendy new decorating techniques. Few things say summertime in the South like a low country boil. Join us as our In the Kitchen correspondent Allison Rogers takes us through the making of this traditional recipe with local expert Greg Dudley.
I'm Allison Rogers with Style TV's In the Kitchen. As you can see, we're not in the kitchen, but we're outside today. That's because we're having a Southern family summertime get-together. Today, we're learning how to make a low country boil. I'm here with Greg Dudley at his house, and he's the chef. He's going to be making us a low country boil. And Greg, tell me, what are these ingredients and what is a low country boil?
Well, Allison, I'm glad you could join me today. I'm excited to share with you the low country boil recipe. It's really a simple recipe. It boils down to being a one-pot dish. As you can see, we've got some new potatoes here and some corn. That's the basic elements of the low country boil that most people use together with seafood, but I like to add some other things like carrots and green beans to mine just to give it more color, more flavor. Along with that, you have sausage, which traditionally goes with the low country boil, and then shrimp and crawfish. And that's the basic elements of the low country boil. Got Old Bay seasoning there, which kind of kicks it up and gives it most of the flavor. And it really is a simple, easy one-pot dish, and I love to make it.
Well, let's get started.
Okay, so Allison, basically the steps are pretty simple. You start with those hard vegetables. You put the potatoes, the carrots, and the green beans in there first. They take about 20 minutes to get going before you want to go to your next step, which is to add the corn and the sausage. Give that about another 10 minutes to cook. You're ready to go ahead and put the crawfish in there. Let that go for about another 8 to 10 minutes. and then put the shrimp in for a final 7-8 minutes, and you're ready to go.
So total time, 45 minutes to an hour, lots of Old Bay seasoning.
That's correct. You got it.
And that's how you make a low country boil. Next time you get together with your friends and family, try it out. It's easy and your family's really gonna be impressed. I'm Allison Rogers with Style TV.
To learn more about recreating your own low country boil, check out the August issue of Lake and Sumter Style. Each month, Style TV will feature a section dedicated to living a healthy lifestyle, as seen in our sister publication, Healthy Living Magazine. This month, we're focused on fitness to learn 3 simple exercises that anyone can do. So, I laced up my shoes and decided to see for myself.
Healthy Living is brought to you by South Lake Hospital.
This month for Focus on Fitness, we're here at one of my favorite outdoor places to work out, the Villages. The exercises I'm about to demonstrate will give you those tight toned arms and that sleek tank top ready look you'll be proud of. Let's get started. We'll begin with push-ups. These can be done on the ground or on the bar. Place your hands a bit wider than your shoulders and make sure to keep your body in a straight position. Pull your abs in tight and lower your chest to the bar, keeping your body flat. Exhale and push up to the start position. To make it easier, lower your knees to the ground. Make sure you're still keeping your knees, hips, and shoulders in the same plane. For more difficulty, you can hover at the bottom of the push-up. To focus on your triceps, move your hands into a narrower position and tuck your elbows in by your sides. Next, we'll work our shoulders with lateral raises. Place your feet hip-width apart and place the dumbbells by your sides. Exhale and lift your arms straight out to shoulder height, keeping your elbows relaxed. Make sure you engage your core and lower. To make this more challenging, try reps standing on one leg and then switch. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Lastly, we'll do bench press. Find a bench and lay down on your back. Hold the weights over your chest with your palms facing your legs. Inhale and lower the dumbbells until your elbows are directly off the shoulder. Exhale and straighten your arms. To work your core even more, bring your knees up to your chest and complete your reps. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Well, that's it. Remember that workouts are only one part of fitness. With these exercises, along with proper nutrition, you're on your way to a perfect tank top body. For Style TV's Focus on Fitness, I'm Tori Petrie. And for more on healthy eating, here's a local diet and nutrition expert for part 1 of a 3-part series on Eat Fit, Not Fat.
Hi, my name is Lori Essery and welcome to Eat Fit, Not Fat. This episode, we're going to be talking about eating the foods in the right amount that will help you maintain a healthy body fat. Do you really know what the right food is? Most people have no idea what to eat. The right food is actually a combination of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. When we speak of protein, we're talking about lean cuts of protein, preferably chicken, white meat, fish, wild, pork, venison, or even a fillet. You can have red meat, but trim the fat. When we talk about carbohydrates, yes, carbohydrates are actually good for you. I think a lot of people really think they're not good for you, and eating carbohydrates can be very good for you. Specifically, non-starchy carbohydrates, those such as broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, chard, and all of your leafy greens. Those are a few examples. Fat is important in your diet. When we speak of fat, we're talking about healthy fats, things like almonds, walnuts, other forms of seeds such as flaxseed, chia seed. For some people, they like chia seed, as well as sunflower seeds. You can sprinkle them on your salad. Cooking with oils are very essential too. The oils that we talk about in cooking might be olive oil cooked at low temperatures or used over top of your salad. In addition to that, coconut oil cooked at high temperatures. You can use that for your high temperature cooking, and grapeseed oil is a nice addition too. So that's this month's segment of Eat Fit, Not Fat, and I'm Lori Essery.
Well, that just about does it for us. For everyone at Style TV, I'm Tori Petrie. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.